Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night, and welcome into Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we have Game 2 of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament Grand Finals between traiLZ and Chromataclysm. Tracking tonight is RG365, and on commentary is Nightcrawler. I'm going to hand it over to him. Enjoy the race, everyone.
Thank you very much, Golden Devil. I am so happy to be here with all you guys today. Commentating one of these grand finals games. I would have figured that that I wouldn't be able to do this, but I'm so glad that I made it home in time to do it. So thanks for joining me with this, everybody. Tharkus, DK, RG, and Shenner. And Sonny, there we go. All you guys in chat, nice to hear from you. Now, before we start, I gotta tell you, I got a really cheesy joke for you. What do you call a graveyard for old tires? A wheelbarrow. I came up with that one today. Isn't that good? That's terrible. Okay, so we got about 7 seconds left before the game. You guys know our racers, traiLZ and Chromataclysm, some exceptional racers. And yeah, traiLZ rocking the Alucard sprite, Chromataclysm rocking a Crystallis hero sprite in very pink. Oh no, sorry, Fighter sprite. My bad. I thought I saw Crystals earlier. Fighter. Thank you, Shinner. London Girl, nice to see you in chat too. All right, so our racers initially split off, one going north, one going south. Nice to see a early diversion of the racers right there. And I think it should be pretty obvious that we're in a mountainous biome. You know, the rather small individual spaces connected by like little valleys and canyons and stuff. And traiLZ has found a town right here on the eastern end of this western continent. Not interested for now, though. We're going to be coming back later. Definitely to get downstab. Alright, there's a spot we could use the hammer on at some point, and Chroma's found the bridge. Alright, Spelltown is Saria, so that's an easy one to get. Spell can be, very useful. You can get an item from it, and of course, in some strange situations, if you can cast it, it can be almost as useful as Thunder, or in some cases more useful. So if we can cast it earlier, it might be able to get Chroma out of some trouble every now and then. Hello, EMP. Nice to hear you in here today. Any amount of money. Could you give me any amount of money? I'd love it. Alright, and it looks like traiLZ and Chroma just sort of gave a high five as they passed each other. Jumptown. Yeah, not technically a necessary spell, but very useful in GP as always. So I think we'll see it, especially if that's the way to get downstab. But Chroma didn't check for the spell item location, so might not be relying on that to get downstab. But traiLZ also picking up spell. But you know what? I looked up before the race. It actually is wheelbarrow, not barrel. You'd think it'd be like half a barrel on wheels. It's not. It's a barrel, like a tomb. That's really weird, isn't it? Alright, Chroma going through this pass-through. Avoiding. Nope, not avoiding the hammer. Getting his clock rung, or his bell rung. mean, that's a Lizalfos. That's a real strong foe to fight this early. Ouch. Oof. Thank you, Golden Girl. Betrayal at Condor or Crondor. Is that like an old golden box or silver box game or something? Like, I've never heard of that. That sounds like something from one of those those old, super old D&D games or something. What is that exactly? All right. Everyone's seen Betrayal at Crondor. I've never even heard of it before. Sierra game. Okay. So is it like one of those point-and-click adventures? I had a couple. I had a few of those when I was a kid. Not like a lot of them. Barba slithers with something. These guys are too fast for me. With the heart. Okay, so not necessary to go get the love from Barba, but you know what? Barba needs love too, right? I mean, why does Barba have to be alone? I'd go on a date with Barba. You gotta be open to these kind of things, you know? I mean, yeah, she'd probably. I feel like I'd get burned. Go west to find the candle. Okay, I feel like I might get burned in a relationship like that, but you know, it's better that than just being in the pits of despair. Hot single Barbas in your area, man, that's fire. Well, that would be honestly, that would be all her. That would be all Barba. I'd be not pulling in that much. But I like the love, the romance story angle on that. That's great. All right, Trail's picking up something else in this game. I'm not too familiar with the power up icons for the Alucard sprite. And yeah, I know when I made my sprite, I made a different raft. So, all right. So there's a heart for Chromataclysm. You take it if you can come across it. When I started making some custom sprites, I would occasionally change a raft, but man, when every item is changed, it gets a little crazy. All right, we're not ready for a palace yet. There's no fairy, there's no key, there's no hope without those. All right, Medicine Cave. I love Medicine Cave. I really do. Oh man, those red diaries are not worth much today. $50. Leave it on the floor. Okay, I'm assuming this is medicine in Medicine Cave. Okay. It's a different kind of medicine. Is this even randomized, guys? Come on. Let's get Elendar in here. And Jero. Those two guys are conspiring to make this game less random. Just you wait and see. We're gonna get the new version of the game. It's just gonna be vanilla Zelda 2. Every game is gonna be vanilla Zelda 2. I haven't seen the beta yet. No, I did see the beta. I saw it once. I watched someone's channel the other day, but only for like half an hour. But you know what I didn't see? I didn't see any of my... Okay, that's got to be the candle. Candle in the Stonehenge, the glade, whatever you want to call it. Alright, picking up attack levels. You know, Chroma's after my heart, getting those attack levels. It's all about hitting people hard. Everyone's got a plan until they get stabbed in the face, you know what I'm saying? All these enemies, they think they're so tough. Rolling up on you. Trying to get your blood for Ganon's revival. Lifetown. Trail says no, and I don't need any life at all. Exactly. Any problem can be solved by just hitting something hard enough. Any problem. If you know what I mean. Barba, get in here. Alright, Trail's got the meat. I have no idea what that what item that is. God, every item! Oh, heart. Okay, cool. It looks like, yep, that's the medicine for Chroma. Saw Goblin do a full clear of the game and not get Logic Alice access until he was reminded he didn't check the fountain at Naburu, which had the magic key. Ooh, yeah. Oh! The fountain had the magic key. So instead of water. Oh, that's crazy! Yeah. So the magic key was in the fountain. That's nuts. So, Symphony of the Night power-up sprites. Yeah, they might be a little too high-res for this game. Alright. And Chroma's gonna go in and get some health back. Check on some hints. Meanwhile, traiLZ is trudging through these canyons. We're still not ready for a palace yet. Go east to find the trophy. Yep. Should have known. Should have known, Chroma. Man, sometimes I feel like I know nothing. That's a lot, actually. It happens a lot. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't notice this. The first time through, I just thought Chroma went into this cave and just kind of was like, you know, whatever. But, like, this is the only place you can go as soon as you enter here. If you had the boots, you could cut around. But every time they go through here, they're going to have to go through... they can't go anywhere else until they go through this cave. Now with the candle in their stock, it's going to be hella easier. And Chroma's approaching another level up, which is cool, cool. I don't know if he's going to take it or not. I'm guessing probably. Oh boy. Get him! Get him! Get him! Just the perfect amount of experience. Okay, not taking the level. Waiting for the magic level, possibly. That's funny. They both went to different Kasutos immediately afterwards. Was that fire in Chroma's side? That could be pretty hype. And it's Firelink Thunder? Is that... Did I miss... Was I saying that wrong? Meanwhile, trail's picking up Fairy. Wow, critical spells on the board now. All we need really is Reflect. Firelink Thunder is gonna make this seed a little wild though, guys. know nothing. I know nothing. Yeah, 7 containers. That's what RG's commenting on there. Yeah, 7 containers to get into that front house. And there's the magic key. At least the key looks like a key, right? I feel like the lost child for Alucard has got to be Maria. I don't remember seeing Maria. It's got to be Maria, right? Yep, it sure is. I think Chroma's going to refill on magic again on the way out, because being able to just whip out his thunder, you know, on anyone and everyone he walks by, like, that's some real value right there. Meanwhile, Trail's finding P1, just going straight in with the key, definitely understandable, and you know, and that's all great, but I think the longer you have Firelink Thunder, the better. So hopefully he doesn't go off on too much of a tangent before getting that. And he might. You know, the way Trails plays, he kind of just keeps going. Once he can do palaces, he'll just do every palace he comes across in order. Well, in the order he reaches them in. Is it P6? Okay, let's do it. Is it P4? Let's do it, you know? Obviously, you can't do P4 yet. But overall, speaking of P4, here it is. Pretty sure we can't get in here, Chroma. I mean, we can get in here, but we can't finish it. So actually, P4 is on this continent. You gotta see her song, 1,000,001 Candlelights? Is this a reference to some like Beatles song that I haven't heard? Alright, there goes Horsehead. Not a difficult fight. Well done, Mr. Trails, you did it. And gem placed. First gem at 1555 or so. And Chroma's coming up, rolling up on here too. Chroma's gonna really hope he gets a decent amount of experience before he gets to the boss, because he could get double levels out of this. Oh no. What a betrayal. I mean, I feel... Oh my god! The only thing he wants right now is a few experience. They keep dropping on him. I mean, he's definitely gonna get double levels, but like, his gem level's not gonna be great at this rate. There it is. Oh, going for the attack level. I mean, I like attack level, but Firelink Thunder is pretty nice too. And Trails is noping out because he found a glove block that he can't get through yet. So if there's an important item there, he can't actually get to it yet. Checking the up location first. Attack 4. This should be pretty quick. Oh. Horsehead getting a couple of hits in, because getting those double stabs on Horsehead is a little bit difficult, and he was going for it. He's going to place a gem and get like 2 experience and be on his way. Yeah, if he had gotten just like, you know, 100 and... Oh my god. Oh my god! Spell! Hello? Okay. Oh my... Spell looking pretty nice. I'm not going to lie to you. That's just free money. Yeah, I mean, like 100 isn't a lot, but it's so quick and easy. You could find a place where you could refill on magic and just like, hey, there's 500 experience. Hey, there's 500 experience. Maybe. And the more he casts it, the more experience he's going to get out of it. It would be funny if he used that instead of Thunder, and he ended up getting like a bunch of experience where Chroma doesn't. Like, Chroma would be getting a lot of experience for getting kills for Thunder, but then like Chroma could be getting 100 experience for every bot he comes across. Sorry, I meant Trails could be getting like 100 experience for every bot or Mew or whatever. It could happen. Well, I don't suspect we'll see it, but it'd be cute. I'd like it. Yeah, true. It could be loaded in palaces. It could roll them to something else. I mean, it has to roll them to something else, right? Like the Lizalfos are not in palaces, just period. What is a Lizalfos in a palace? I guess that's got to be a Dark Nut, right? That's got to be a red. Sorry, a red Iron Knuckle, right? Because like the Lizalfos is, yeah, I think it's a dark Iron Knuckle. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, GP is terrible for getting experience. Like the enemies are so difficult, and they give kind of really bad experience. It's a sad state of affairs. It's kind of one of the most painful parts about GP, especially like the first time you play it, like when you're a little kid. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm finally gonna kill one of those bird knights. I burned through all my magic trying to do it and a life, and I finally killed it. Like 50 experience, 100 experience. Oh, goody. But I guess I don't know. I guess if you hadn't played through the game before, you probably wouldn't go in there with 888, because you probably wouldn't know you're actually done with the game, with the rest of the game. You don't know how much more is left. Oh, there's GP. So an up and A, and Chroma is going to probably do some Western palaces. He needs to get Reflect to go to do all the Eastern ones after all, and he knows GP is on the East, so he might as well finish up over here and then return over there. Meanwhile, traiLZ taking on this blue Lizalfos. Attack 3, it's going to take a little while. These guys are pretty tanky. Whoop. You know, it'd be nasty. What if like the blue enemies were poisonous? So you get hit and you keep taking damage afterwards. That would suck. Because, you know, I'm thinking of like a blue lizard. Like, you don't want to get near that thing. You know that thing's poisonous, right? Actually, I think there's only like 2 lizards that are actually poisonous in the whole world. I think like there are a few more lizards that have like bad bacteria in their mouths, so it's kind of like poison, but not quite. But in general, lizards aren't poisonous. I don't know. Okay, that's a magic container. Always nice to get another one of those. I think it's more in the FTS version, but the NES port threw in some limitations. I'm sure that there are some extra limitations on the NES side, but I think overall the NES version's better. Like, I mean, you got the animated overworld tiles, and you got like some people prefer the well, you got like the boss monster noises. That's kind of it, right? Other than that, like the NES version is just better. Oh my god, that that Doom Knocker. That is the rudest Doom Knocker. Or maybe determined. Or trolly. Yeah, exactly. He knows he has Fire Link Thunder, so he's not too worried about levels, but hey, you know, the higher your magic level, the more you can cast it. Yeah, exactly. Multiple dungeon tile sets is so much better. Like, that's so much more valuable than, like, a monster screaming. That's the case I was talking about where, like, the Komodo dragon is not poisonous per se. It has, like, nasty bacteria in its mouth. At least, I think that's the way it is. I could be mistaken. Okay, well, you never eaten a lizard's face off? Golden? This is why I can't get dates with dragons, you know? I say stuff like this, and then, like, they never call back. All right, Trail's looking for the other item. Okay, well, at least it's a fairly clear... It's a fun luau. Man, I wouldn't mind going to a luau. Alright, downstab acquired. Always a brilliant thing. Dude, you know what? Like, in a video, like if you're looking at a Komodo dragon, it's not that scary. But like if you actually saw one in person, yeah, dude, it probably would seem a lot scarier. Trail's unfortunately just getting some pee in this cave. And Mr. Chromataclysm picking up his reflect, so he is now ready for the palaces, except for the glove. And at this rate, the glove, I mean, it could be in the palaces. I am always hoping for a DM dig, because I feel like I haven't seen a DM dig in a while, and I want to change that. Oh! So there was a hint, okay. Glove is in maze? Oh, I'm stupid. Because Trail's got it. I must have not been paying attention to Trail side at that point. So you guys are my co-coms right now. All y'all. And so if you want to get paid, you gotta talk to BT Slacker. He'll write the checks. Where's Reflect? I believe that was in Mito. Yeah. Oh! Ooh, I like it. I don't want to see it now. Both of them missing a cave or an item location in the other. Hit. That's pretty cool. Oh, so there was no glove? Oh, no, wait. Chroma has a glove. Wait. What happened? I thought Chroma stole Trail's glove. What's going on here, guys? Now, you know, I'm all for the racers going all out, but like actually reaching over to your opponent's window and grabbing their items, that's just in poor sportsmanship. That would be kind of cool though, wouldn't it? If you could do something like that. That's a good point, yeah. Oh, the fairies are kissing. Oh, that was actually, they didn't kiss her very long, never mind. I was getting ready to say it and it was just over too quick. Karma's just a fast lover, I guess. Alright. Girl's building up that experience, and Chroma gonna cash in a pretty good check here at the gym. Stealing items 5.0, absolutely. And then also, like, if you turn in a gem after your opponent does, you get shocked. Like, if your opponent turns in the, like the Palace 5 gem and you haven't turned it in yet, it'll just give you a shock. And each Palace that does that, the shock gets worse. Alright, we got a Rebo fight. I believe downstab-less Rebo? Does he have downstab? Nope, no downstab. Not necessary, strictly speaking. It is nice to have, but traiLZ is going to make this pretty quick, I believe. But he pushed him off the screen. This is where things get a little bit awkward, but yeah, you got to kind of reset pretty far. And this should do it. Yeah. Nicely done. Good fight. stun your opponent when you jump, just anytime you jump. There's a lot of stun going on there. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, there was a little bit of interest in trading heart containers as kind of a mechanic. All right, looks like P2 is on Trail's plate. Yeah, it would be funny though, because I believe the original NES, they were thinking about having like a network adapter for it. I think that was what they were going for with the expansion port on the bottom. I think so. I know the Famicom disk system had the disk system part, but you know, the NES wasn't quite the same in that respect. Hammer Get. Very nice. And so Chroma is going to be facing off against the bossiest of the Goombas. The bossiest of the Goomers. Is that? Wait. What if instead of Boss Gooma, he was Boss Gooner? Is that? Can I say that on TV? From now on, he's Boss Gooner. Until I get fired. Am I fired right now? Yeah, the Goonies. That's what that means. That's what that word means. Yes. Get that pea bag. You know what? I support picking up all the pea bags. You gotta get them. It's all good. Oh, speaking of Goonies, did anyone see Skeleton Crew? I'm not a big fan of Disney Star Wars, but Skeleton Crew was actually really good for, like, you know, a family show. Like, it was really good. Like, it's not The Empire Strikes Back, but it's just a good show. He sure is Muck Police. That's absolutely true. Why do you think he's in this palace alone? Wearing a frickin' leotard, like a... like... wearing one of those loincloths or whatever he's wearing. I know, it's sad, Aaron. But it was a good show, you know? The thing is, you gotta give people respect, like, when they do something good. You got... Like the D&D movie from a couple of years ago. You know, I was already mad at Wizards of the Coast for like 2 or 3 scandals already at that point, but the D&D movie was really good. Leather tunic, slaveless? I mean, that's giving it a lot of credit, don't you think, Muck? I feel like he's just been wearing the same thing, like, for years, and it's just torn apart. Okay, yeah, D&D might be dead, but that's okay, because you have D&D forever. No one can take your TTRPG away from you. Get that fairy. It's not the same if it's not 2 fairies, right? It doesn't really look like they're kissing if it's just you picking up the fairy. Teabag, 2 hundo. $69 secret layers a year? What was it at that point? It was the big one. The big one. The OGL scandal, where they were trying to steal everyone's content and force people into signing something that they didn't actually sign. There we go. Helmet Head defeated. See, is it a loincloth? Or, I mean, I guess... Is that the small of his back? Does he just have like a really nice small of his back? Or is that like his butt crack riding up? Or is that like a leotard kind of thing hanging over him? Exactly. That was a good, quick boss fight. That was, I mean, on Chroma's side and on traiL's side. But, you know, of course, Boss Gunner is one of the more threatening bosses in the game. Yeah, it was really good. I'm just kind of used to it, but I shouldn't be. Because I can't kill those bosses like that, can you? Yeah, it would. Really, Wall Street made that evaluation. I mean, it seems like they're trying to kill their products, honestly. It really does. But that's okay, because I have my own rules. I have my own house rules, and then eventually I had like 20 or 30 house rules, and I was like, you know, this is just a new game. At this point, it's just not even the same game anymore. Downstab get traiLZ unstoppable now. Unless like a block falls on his head or something. You can't stop that with downstab. Yet. Maybe they'll find a way. Maybe there's like a way to like clip into the block and kill it with downstab instead of upstab. This magic will strengthen his shield! traiLZ unstoppable. Yeah, the OGL thing was crazy. Like, even the person who wrote the OGL, the original OGL, back in like 2000 or something like that, he even went on record saying, like, that is not the intention of the OGL. It never was. We communicated that with everyone when we printed the OGL. And then WotC was like, no. And it doesn't matter if you're not using our new product. Just because we updated it, now you agree to it. I hate that. I hate it when companies try to force you into agreeing to something that you don't agree to. Like there's this huge terms of service, and there's like accept or close the program. Like, if there's gonna be a huge terms of service sort of thing, that should be before you buy the game. What? Oh my god. That was... I'm sorry for blowing your ears out, guys, but you saw that, right? While I was talking about boring stuff, Chroma comes into the room, and he just walks in there like a boss, not stopping for nothing, and jumpless jackhammers Barba in a one cycle. Jumpless jackhammer one cycle. Jesus. That's a crime. I think that's a crime. Right? I had a date with her lined up. What am I going to do now? Seriously. Murder is a crime. Yeah, that's right. That's the one, right? That's the crime. They did that update recently. New law just dropped. Murder is a crime. Apparently. Yeah. Yeah, it was. traiLZ going down to get that item. I'm excited to see how traiLZ is going to handle Boss Gunner and Barba as well. And that was a stone axe, which is a hammer, which actually makes that makes as much sense really as the hammer, because like you chop down trees with an axe and you do both in this game. So I don't know why Alucard has a stone hammer. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Stone axe. My bad. It's. I like 8-bit sprites because like your interpretation of them, it's kind of really dependent on how you look at them like the first time, right? You can sometimes with some any oh my gosh, that was slick. Did you see him thread that needle through those 2 hammers? That was pretty cool. Saw an anime where in the newest episode someone named one of the vampires Alucard. Well, what's that? What anime is that? I've been watching a couple anime and like they weren't super good. I mean, like one of them's okay. One of them's pretty good. 2 of them are pretty good. It was not. I mean, I'll never know. Also, it's not okay. Never mind. Yeah, there's a lot of trash anime out there, and I'm only watching like 2 or 3 trash anime this season. So. Oh no, I know of an anime where there's a vampire who gets named, but they're not named Alucard. Funny. Those tropes just keep popping up, don't they? And it wasn't the last episode. It was like the 5th episode or 4th episode, something like that. Trash anime, for real. It doesn't always have to be an isekai, guys. It could just be a fantasy show, right? And if it's a fantasy show, that doesn't mean it has to work like a video game. Ay, ay, ay. But hey, if they like it, that would be a good anime name, yeah. In another world with my Guma. There we go. I guess you don't want to use my new nickname for a show like that. Satirical anime back in the day? Probably. Huh. I mean, was it like a full thing? Anyway, here we go. Boss Gunner. Let's see. Let's see this fight. Okay, going with the me strats. This is kind of what I do. Okay, pretty slick. No hits on him so far, and he does have to be careful. I mean, he's got life 6, so he could probably take a hit or 2. Life 6, I'm assuming shield. Actually, I don't think he has shield on. Alright. Good fight, no hits taken. I give it 300 points. 300 experience points, that is. Amateur wrestler outfit with singlet and headgear? Yeah. You know what I think it actually is? Like, no joke. What I think they actually based it on? You guys have seen Conan the Barbarian, right? If you haven't seen Conan the Barbarian, go watch it. Yes. Arnold is the main character, and he barely knew any English at that point, right? Or he wasn't comfortable enough with English to really do much speaking in the anime, in the movie. But honest to God, Conan the Barbarian is so good. You guys definitely need to watch it. Anyway, in the beginning, there's like a pit fight. So this is like a spoiler for like, I don't know, 10 minutes into the movie. There's a pit fight, and one of the guys has like a helmet that's like that, and he's probably wearing a leotard too. Much smaller person, if I'm remembering. Much smaller person than Guma, but he did have like a helmet with like a bunch of spikes down a ridge, I think. Dude, that would actually be slick, wouldn't it? Oh my God! Why don't they do that? What? Arnold could voice an anime. What? Did you just come up with the way that they can actually do another Conan movie? Like, for real? You just solved California's financial crisis. You know, bring a bunch of Japanese animators to Japan, get Arnold to voice act there, and you know, okay, there's not necessarily any California financial. I'm just trying to meme here, I guess, but no, that'd be great. That'd be excellent. Like Arnold in an anime, that would work. Yeah, but he still lives here. I think. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. Baba time! Peanut butter baba time! Peanut butter baba time! Alright. Pretty good fight there. Another pretty good fight. I have to say, though, Chroma's Chroma's tickled my cockles a little bit more than that. By the way, those are parts in your heart. I'm saying my heart kind of fluttered a little bit when Chroma did that kill. That quick kill. Very quick kill. Yeah, this is. You don't go left very often. So I was focused on traiLZ a little bit. Time to refocus on Mr. Barba while traiLZ is making his way through the. Oh, here we go. We got Mr. Karok, upgraded, improved Karok. There's a wavy beam. Oh, jeez. Is this even randomly doing that? What was that? What? You didn't have to react at all, except for jumping once at the end. Oh my gosh. That's... I have to feel that's a little lucky right there, right? Alright, I wonder if traiLZ is gonna go left. I don't think he likes going left. I think he really doesn't like going left. So I wonder if it's going to take him a little bit longer. Probably not. Probably he's going to take the exact same route that Chroma did. Stand still, question mark, profit. Water break Karok? Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, just hold down and read donos or read chat, you know. You know what? Honestly, though, it's probably possible to actually fight Karok in water, which would make things even crazier. Because you'd be like mucking through the water and your shield would be going up and down as you do that. But you'd have to actually need a reason to move back and forth. There's a boss. Go get him! Get him! What do we need out of this palace? What item are we looking for here? Does he really not have the raft yet? That might be a thing, I suppose. I know traiLZ has it. Okay, makes sense. A random fireball. Wow, yeah, that'd be something. Art container. Okay, that's not what he wanted. He was looking for something else. Probably looking for the raft. So it seems that Chroma is maybe behind on items compared to traiLZ, even though he has a lot more art containers. And their levels are identical, which is pretty interesting. Although traiLZ is about to get another level soon. And this is going to be Trail's last boss before GP. Are these guys... They're going pretty fast, aren't they? It's not even 50 minutes in, and Trails is about to dunk on the last boss. Before GP. Looking for flute or raft, yeah. Yeah, probably. Oh, he has a flute. So, not the flute. Yeah, I figured this might take Trails a little bit longer to grok onto, you know? Sort of just given the way he pushes forward with everything. Sometimes, Grasshopper, to move forward, we must first move back. No, he knows where jump is. But I guess he would need the item location, sure. No, I think he's looking for raft. Oh, but might as well pick up stab while you're here. Turn in the child if you're in here, maybe. I don't remember what spell this was. And for those of you, I think everyone here knows, but there's some people who, you know, might not be commenting, but you can go through the chimney as a fairy if you hold down when you cast fairy. It kind of like locks you into holding the down button in terms of like going down chimneys. Otherwise, if you press down, it doesn't actually let you go down chimneys. Yeah, panic-inducing point for sure. Which is a bit of a shame. We saw some incredible stuff from Chroma earlier, but it's definitely not over yet, guys. Like, Trails is going left. Oh, found a free man's though. But he's willing to go left at least. Yeah, he's seen GP already, so that's a good thing for Chroma. Man, those little fire clears, I would have run in that fire for sure. I'm bad at super precise jumps in this game. It's way more precise than it looks like, being able to jump over fire like that. There's an MC. I mean, I'm sure he's glad for it, but that's not what he wants. It's not what he's looking for. Oh my gosh, is the raft gonna be the deal breaker for this game? Yeah, Trails repeating all the P4 exploration after going almost the right way. This is kind of what I was afraid of for him. You know, Trails is a very aggressive player, and that's great until you need to not be as aggressive, you know. And going left is like less aggressive in terms of the mentality you have when you're playing the game. Oh, what a juke by Chroma! Wow. That was impressive. But it's only a matter of time until Trails does take that left, you know. Okay, boots. Maybe we can get to DM with boots. I mean, sorry. Maybe we can get to MI with boots. Maybe? He's gonna go to the water tile. There's gonna be another heart container or something. With a cross. Okay, trophy. Where was it? Where was the raft, by the way? Sure, it's been said in chat already. Oh, the maze? Wait. Oh, raft in P3 and maze. Okay. So you're saying you don't need the raft to get to the maze. So the raft isn't actually necessary. Okay, and Trails is taking this left. Cool. Yeah, he is. I remember this too. I like this outdoor room right here. I made an outdoor room for the randomizer, and another room with a small outdoor portion. And here's Emma. Here is Maze Island. Chroma going straight for the palace does not need any items. Oh man, he's got to do this fast because traiLZ is right here at Karok. It's really going to come down to how fast they do GP and how fast Chroma can do P3. I wonder if there's a fast path for Chroma to get to GP from here. Maybe. Maybe not. Because he doesn't have the raft. He doesn't want to look for the raft at this point. So he's only got one direction he can exit out of here from. And I don't remember exactly where that exit was. What you doing, buddy? Oh, okay. Firelink Thunder, baby! traiLZ resetting the encounter. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Let's go to GP. Yeah, probably would be faster Dubin. But if I remember, P3 wasn't that crazy. And by the way, this is all just because I like a close game, guys. Just saying. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Dead end. Firelink Thunder. Oh, you know what I just realized? With Firelink Thunder, GP is not going to be very hard. And that really favors traiLZ. The easier GP is, the less of a chance there is for a reversal of fortunes. At least Chroma knew not to go for that P bag, because he knew he wouldn't need the item. Oh, this is the longest P3. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, we got a boss here. And we're going to have a palace on traiLZ side in just a second. Ooh, that was a fancy. That was a little fancy. I don't know exactly what happened there, but... Alright, GP at... we're clearing the barrier at 56.44. Thank you, thank you. I was about to type that, but for some reason my numlock was turned off. How often do y'all turn off your numlock? Apparently I do all the time, and I just don't realize it. I got a worse question, guys. Is there anyone here who doesn't have a number pad on their keyboard? Ugh. I hope not. What? Dead end already? Yep. There was a time in the olden days when games would come out sometimes, and you would use the arrow keys on the keypad because either it was like a two-player thing and like the other player had the arrow keys, or because like you want the arrow keys to be equally spaced apart because the actual arrow keys are in a T-shaped pattern. Arrow keys are just better. Just straight out better. I don't know. You got all that other stuff around them, and you can even do diagonals on a key, which if you don't have an anti-ghosting keyboard, and a lot of people didn't back in the day, you could have problems. If you press like up and left, and then you can't press another button at the same time. There's a dead Thunderbird, and we've already cleared one direction. Yeah. Up plus left, sure, but before the days of anti-ghosting keyboards, there's like particular combinations of keys that you can only press a certain number of at the same time. So if you pressed up and left, you might be able to press tilde, but you wouldn't be able to press 1. It was weird like that. And like 4, I think, was the maximum number of keys you could press. You would have to press. They'd all have to be in different key groups or whatever they were, though. Yep. Sick patch indeed. Without a numpad, you'd have to use letters to move in a roguelite. Yeah, that's true. Like, if you need to press, like, diagonals in an instant instead of, like, a buffered diagonal, you wouldn't be able to do it. Because, like, who's really going to press up and left at the exact same frame? Like, it's just not going to happen. And there's also a bunch of keys that are near the arrows on the numpad that you can use on the same hand. But like when your fingers are here's Dark Alucard, okay, but yeah, when your fingers are over the arrow keys, that's kind of like all you can do except for like Control and Shift and 0. All right, laddies. Yeah, that was actually kind of an easy GP. It's kind of what I was thinking. But for a different reason. I was thinking, yeah, they got Firelink Thunder, so easy GP, but no, it was just kind of rather short, in fact. Well done, GG. That's a time of what, 1 hour and like 13 seconds, something like that. Trails finishes, and that's the game. So he takes this particular match. Lands of Lore. That sounds like a fun game. I want to play that. Yeah, he is Leeds. Yeah, Chroma's a beast. Never rule him out. Never. Now I can't get in the chat to ask them if they're coming in, but I have a feeling it will. So I'm looking at the waiting room and I'm gonna pull them in when I can. There's Trails rating. Welcome, Mr. Trails. And Co. So yeah, I don't know if I should. Trails, are you going to be jumping into voice? Oh, there we are. There is Trails. GG on your win for this match.
Hey, thank you, man. Can you all hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Alright, cool. Wow, it's kind of really tough to believe that I'm up 2 on Chromataclysm.
Yeah, Chroma is an incredibly good player. You should have seen his Barba this time. It was really But what it came down to in the end was, he couldn't find Maze Island for a while. And so he kind of looked every which way, and he was like looking for items to get to Maze Island, maybe via the raft or something. But eventually he did find it the traditional way. Of course, the raft was on Maze Island, so.
Yeah, I originally thought that the raft was going to equal Maze Island as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Palace 4 really threw me for a loop, dude. Like, I was really confused. And I decided to up an A and start it all over again and just make some turns that I didn't make. And I didn't realize I was in go mode for the longest time. I thought that I still needed the whistle, and then I remembered, oh shoot, I found 4. I don't need anything else. Go, go, go. And then so I started placing all the gems. And then, dude, P4 was a nightmare. Yeah.
P4 was... I think actually Chroma did that a little bit faster than you, but you had to take that left, and not like you did take a left at some point and you got the item, right? But there was
it was just a 1-up.
Yeah. Not a very useful item when when you're gonna be up and A anyway, right?
Yeah, holy cow, where was the whistle? Where was the boots?
Boots, gosh. I did see Chroma pick that up near the end. It must have... I don't remember where the boots were. And I didn't see the whistle, but oh yeah, Chroma will be able to answer that because he's just found Dark Fighter.
Yeah, I was as soon as I saw Thunder was linked to fire, I was like a little let down because it was because I had already found the kidnapped child, but I took advantage of it a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, that was the big thing. Chroma spent like 5 minutes, I guess, looking for. I'd say 5 minutes looking for Maze Island. Maybe 4.5, something like that.
Yeah, I got lucky and just went all the way around. I went all the way around the east on the left and just ran into it. I thought it was the final item cave. And I don't remember ever seeing the desert tile. I remember I was looking for the desert tile. I found one of the item caves, and then I was just like, I'm gonna keep going around looking for the other one. It looked like the other one might have been behind the forest tile. I whacked it with the hammer, but then I was like, I need to get the GP. I almost went searching for Darunia. I don't know if you guys realized I didn't have downstab. So
Did notice it took a while for you to pick up downstab. You had it
upstab,
right?
No, I mean upstab. I didn't have upstab, and I was a little or jump spell, so I was a little concerned going into GP. But
Sure.
that Palace 4 was so nasty. I felt like I was behind. Hey, GG's Karma.
Hey, GG.
Yeah, did that Palace 4 throw you for a loop too?
It wasn't so bad. There was the duplicate drop room, but that wasn't a problem because I kept on dropping accidentally. So it was pretty clear by the time it came around, knowing what happened. I don't know that I was super inefficient with it, but it was a little funky.
I had to up A and redo P4. You know that Vanilla Palace 5 room that you first come to, the first drop? If you just go left 2 rooms, there's Karuk.
Yeah.
So I just dropped down that pit because I'm like, okay, this is gonna get me to the boss faster. What it did do was take us to the rest of the palace.
Yeah, no, I saw all of it too, but at that point I was still kind of half looking for the raft. Was my thought was definitely like, oh, this raft is going to be required to get to Maze Island.
I stumbled on
hearing a ton of stuff.
I ended up stumbling on the Maze Island because after clearing what I could of the west, I went to the east and I just did clockwise from the bottom and up and around, and I just bumped into it, and then I found the raft.
Dang.
After I did P3 up there, I jumped on the raft and grabbed P2, the glove, and then reflect and downstab.
Huh. Well, yeah, sounds like a pretty different route then.
Yeah, I mean, if you went that route, I guess if you went around, then you'd and found it. It was pretty nice. I mean, other than that, I don't think I really played the greatest.
Yeah, I wasn't super happy about gameplay today myself.
I think P5 took me a really long time. P6 was kind of quick, but
yeah. I had a nice jumpless jackhammer on that.
You might
nice.
You might want to turn the volume down when you rewatch the VOD. I might have been hog faced with that. Hog champ.
It was pretty
roof off.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. That was a good kill. Like your Guma was good too. I mean, your Guma was like a 9 out of 10, you know. But like jumpless jackhammer one cycle, that it doesn't get better than that, does it?
Not really. It felt amazing. Because that's when I haven't practiced a ton, but like enough to know about how to do it if you enter from the side like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you're coming up from the elevator, you don't know as much which pit he's going to come out of.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder what.
Yeah, my route was just all where the palaces were, like, and that kind of makes me like even more frustrated with how things went for me, just because I did end up completing everything that I saw until I went around and found that Maze Island entrance.
Mhm.
How's
Yeah,
how's your
that-
GP? I'm curious about GP routing.
I held right. I went up the elevator, went all the way back down the elevator, held right again, and then I went up the elevator all the way and found Dark Link right away.
Yeah. Okay.
But I did the first initial hold right all the way, and then I went up. I skipped the lava room, and then I just went all the way up.
Yeah. So the lava room was the only divergence then for us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this could have been a dead even race there in the end if I had opted not to pick up upstab and not to grab jump spell and then not to do that lava room diversion there. We would have had a pretty exciting finish there.
I would have given anything for upstab or jump spell.
Man.
I
Yeah,
loved not having one or the other. You can get hard blocked out of GP just from any of those rooms. You need to have one or the other to be able to progress. And I'm sweating because I started jumping in towns towards my way to GP, and I found all 3 towns that weren't Darunia.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna lose this race if I turn around looking for upstab. I got really lucky there because otherwise, even though I had found Darunia already, I even went up and found the forest tile and hit that, thinking maybe it would be under there. But I mean I had already seen that. I had already gotten fire, so I knew it was linked to thunder, and I had the kidnapped child, so I'd already seen it. But like a dummy, I forgot to grab upstab first. I just saw it, didn't realize I had fairy, and was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's worth it whenever you can.
Yeah.
Dang, I got my work cut out for me now.
Yeah, but it's totally possible. I mean, Trails took 2 games in a row. You can take 2 games in a row, and you can make it a photo finish.
I can. It's it is a tough ask though. This is
I've seen crazier stuff happen in the Zelda 1 randomizer. I remember, I think Fury SK was up like 2 games, and then I want to say it was either Theorwolf or Crystal Saber came back and won all of the games back.
dang.
It was like the biggest comeback in Zelda 1 randomizer history.
Well, challenge accepted.
We got another race tomorrow night.
We sure do, and whatever happens there, I will accept that it was good competition the whole way. And,
Yeah, you killed it, man.
If we prolong this thing, then I guarantee you good competition from here on out.
Well, it's been good competition no matter what. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. But now I'm hungry.
yes.
Promo. But we should make it a thing where the winner has to make dinner for the loser, right?
Oh, see, yeah. I think we'd lose some freshness in the delivery, but
Yeah. You're California, right? NorCal, something like that?
yeah.
I thought so. Because there's not many other people in the community who live in California, so it's easy to remember the only other person.
It's practically Oregon.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And people call NorCal like the Bay Area, and I'm about 6 hours north of that.
Yeah. There's not really a mid-Cal, but, the Bay Area kind of is.
It
right?
is.
Oh, you're up there by Humboldt County.
I am in Humboldt County.
Oh, you were in Humboldt County.
I am in Humboldt County. I am.
The Emerald Triangle.
That's right.
And Trails, you came out here last year to visit your brother, right? But it's the SoCal area, right?
Yeah, my brother lives in Los Angeles.
Dude, shift.
Is he good?
Awesome. We
With
need
all
to
the
do
fires?
something about that.
Yeah, we should. But he was okay with the fires, right? Trails?
Oh yeah. He moved a little south recently. He was living in Glendale, like right underneath Hollywood Hills, and then moved south about 15 minutes. But yeah, I mean he was in the orange area where it wasn't like evacuate, but it was like you're about to need to evacuate zone, So he was very fortunate, but came right up on him. Said it was just
Wow.
like a few miles north of him or something.
Yeah, man, that's scary. At
Yeah, it
one
is.
point, I lived kind of near it. You know, like 10 years ago or so, I lived sort of near it, and it'd have been bad to have still been living there at that time.
Yeah, I mean it's terrifying. Imagine having a relative in the fires. There was some wildfires a few years back too, I remember. Actually, it might have been, what, 2018 or something like that. I remember we were driving through Malibu and the whole town was burned up.
Oh yeah, yeah, I heard about that one. I even saw someone whose their house burned in Malibu, and then they moved. They moved to the Pacific Palisades.
Oh my God, what terrible luck. Don't follow that guy wherever he goes.
No kidding. that's just bad. But yeah, maybe sometime we could all hang out. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a little while since I've been out there. I think I was out there in 2020 or something like that. It was like right after COVID hit. Um, or maybe it was right before COVID. I can't remember. But yeah, it's nice out there, man. It's pretty. I love coming out there.
Oh, very cool, very cool. All right, I want to thank you guys both for a great game. When's the next one's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow
same
night?
time.
Same
Yep.
time. Excellent. Yeah, I couldn't hope for any two better racers in the finals. So it's a joy to watch you both duke it out against each other, guys.
Yeah, what a banger. I'm so glad it faced Chromataclysm.
Yeah.
Because he's kicked my ass up and down the street so many times. So it's just good competition. It's
Yeah,
usually
vice
us. It's usually us in the finals or the semifinals. I think last time Mirai beat me out. I can't remember. It's been a couple years, I think, but
Mm.
um, I had to leave a tournament one time because I was having some IRL stuff happen. But definitely all the people up top this time around was good competition.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow, or unless there's any last minute things.
I just want to thank you guys and GG's Chroma.
Yep, GG
Thank-
to you.
Thanks
Don't
for
expect it to be as easy tomorrow. Not that
All
it was.
right. Thank you very much, guys. RG, you wanna come on in here, take us out?
Oh, I can do that.
Slacker, sorry, my bad.
Yes. Definitely want to thank RG for tracking, and of course Nightcrawler for commentating. And yep, hopefully we'll see everybody same time tomorrow for game 3. But other than that, thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll hopefully, like I said, see you tomorrow.